Peter Bond is one of Australia's richest men, with a personal wealth of more than $450 million.
Are you good?
But today, he's a volunteer cleaner, entertaining the children at a family shelter in one of the most disadvantaged areas in the country. He's left his family, his multi-million-dollar company, and his life of privilege behind to live and work undercover for 10 days.
Good, good. Yourself?
At the end of his stay, he will reveal that he's the secret millionaire, and he will give away thousands of dollars of his own money to people in need.
Welcome to Link Energy, Claire speaking.
Peter Bond heads up Link Energy, a multi-million-dollar Queensland-based company leading the way in clean coal technology. He's driven, passionate, and a tough operator, skills that have taken him to the top of the business world.
Mate, $5 million, that's not gonna happen.
He's also a family man, a dedicated husband, and father of 6 children, ranging in ages from 5 to 22. He has all the toys that come with a life of luxury. Big house.
We've only been in this home for a few weeks. It accommodates us nicely, 8 bedrooms, 12 bathrooms, 3 acres to pool, tennis court. It's great for a growing family. Most importantly, it meets all our needs, and the 7 garages lets me hide the toys. I'm obviously a Jag fan. The white one's a XK120. That particular model's built in 1953. The red one's an XKR, which was 2003, exactly 50 years apart.
Even a private plane.
I've been a pilot about 11 years now. Love my Bonanza A36, fantastic aircraft. Use it a lot for business, takes me up to Chinchilla where Link Energy's got its major project at the moment. But all in all, it's just a lot of fun.
But Peter's high-flying lifestyle comes at a cost.
Reality is, you know, I go away for 3 or 4 weeks at a time, so therefore I am choosing business over family. And as much as I'd like to sit here and say I don't, I'd be lying, I do. Other people manage that balance far better than I.
With the competing pressure of business and family, Peter's looking for new ways to manage his time and energy.
There are certain things that just need to shake you up and kickstart you into certain directions, and that's maybe what I'm seeking from being on Secret Millionaire. If you learn anything, it's a bonus. If you get to know someone well, it's a bonus. If you can help someone, well, that's special.
And those close to him have no doubt how he'll fare on his secret mission.
Well, I know you guys are going to put him under pressure and under the pump and really try and shake him up a little bit, but I think he's seen it all before, to be brutally honest.
I think he'll do it pretty easy. Personally, he's been out of his comfort zone a lot, and when the pressure's on, that's when Peter Bond becomes his best.
Peter grew up in Camden, New South Wales, just south of Sydney, the son of a truck driver and the youngest of 5 children. It was an ordinary, knockabout childhood, but his business skills developed early.
I can remember the local shop would be selling lettuce for 25 cents, so I'd go and cut a dozen lettuce out of Dad's veggie patch and fill up the wheelbarrow and go up the road and sell them at 20 cents just to undercut the shop. In the end, the guy'd come out and buy everything I had in the wheelbarrow just to get rid of me.
His father instilled in him a strong sense of responsibility.
My dad set me up to believe that success is very much in my hands. And once you got on and started something, you finished it. And that was probably one of the major memories I have of him.
For the next 10 days, Peter's leaving the world of business behind him. For this secret mission, he'll have no access to credit cards or bank accounts. He'll live on just $20 a day.
Really feel the butterflies now. It's going to be an interesting journey. Get through these credit cards. And watch as we're out of here. See you, mate.
Peter doesn't have any idea where he's going. All he knows is that he's leaving from Brisbane Airport.
Hi, morning.
Good morning. I think I'm going somewhere. No idea.
Oh, okay, I'll grab some photo ID, thanks. Great. Okay, Mr. Bond, you're off to Sydney.
Okay.
Okay.
Welcome to Sydney Airport.
Thank you. I'm Peter Bond. Do you
Hi,
have a-
Peter.
Thank you.
Peter's directions will lead him to one of the most notorious areas in the country, Redfern.
Okay. Where are you going?
The Redfern area has one of the highest rates of unemployment in the country and a crime rate to match. With the majority of residents surviving below the poverty line on less than $300 a week, this is a tough area. Peter's accommodation is a bedsit in a local hotel with a shared bathroom and kitchen.
We've got a bed and bathroom and somewhere to cook. It's plenty to get started with. Classic. I'm anxious. I'm not asking myself questions like, what have I got myself into? Why did I do this in the first place? But the more you become afraid of something, afraid of the unknown, then you've got to really say, well, if I'm scared of that, that's a reason why I should go and do it even more.
Coming up, Peter gets his hands dirty.
I don't know what I've done.
It's multi-millionaire Peter Bond's first day undercover in Redfern. Today, he'll try to find people in need, but first, he needs some supplies.
Good morning. How are you?
Peter will be living off just $20 a day.
That's $2.20 for 6. Certainly a few staples like bread are more expensive than I thought. It's been a while since I've been in a grocery store, I must admit.
$31.85 change.
Thank you very much.
Locals think Peter is taking part in a documentary about volunteers. For Peter, the real challenge is trying to find people who need his help. And back at his bedsit at the pub, he gets his first tip.
Up so early, feels so bright. Didn't get much sleep last night. Freight train rattled through my head. Whistle blowing, loving is dead.
How are you?
Hey.
The shop helps women and children in crisis.
Where did you come from? You said from Western Sydney.
Marianne is one of the regulars.
I went through a domestically violent relationship, and it got to the point where the Department of Community Services actually came and took my kids.
Okay.
Yeah,
It must have been devastating.
yeah. There are times when I look back at it that I could have easily fallen apart, but it was something that, when you think of your children, it's something that you just keep going. It's that second win that comes out of nowhere, and just when you kind of almost feel like you're going to give up, you got supports agencies like the shop to be there and say, well, you know, we know who you are and you're doing such a great job. They're constantly encouraging, and that makes a big difference to me.
Yeah, of course. So your two babies are safe and well and back in your arms, so it's a happy ending. That's the main thing, and you're now sort of back here volunteering and obviously getting some benefit as well at the same time.
Yeah, just can't get away from the familyness of the supports here.
We help with housing, we help with legal issues, we run education programs, and it's sort of a non-intimidating way to come and get the help that they need.
What would happen if this centre didn't exist in 6 months?
Look, I think it would be really difficult for local women. We have an open door policy. People feel comfortable coming here and bringing their friends and their family here.
If you had the magic wand and you said, OK, bang, I'm going to get some funding or whatever, where would that go? To the house?
Full-time staff, to an emergency accommodation house.
And is that bought or is it rented, or how do you just have it there?
Look, it'd be fantastic to own it, but that's a bit of a pipe dream, isn't it?
Well, do you have something for me to do?
Look, we've been dying to set up a little herb garden out the back so we can pick our own herbs for the cooking. That'd be great.
Yep, excellent. G'day, mate. How are you?
This is the first day of the future. And all I want is
As you probably saw at my home, I actually have a full-time gardener, but I do like doing a bit of gardening.
socks you left here. But
What's your name? Kayla. You're 4. Can you put that in there? You're a very good gardener. And cover him over. Oh, here he's getting buried the plant. Neat work. Get up here. Nothing like getting in the dirt. A little bit more.
Can I do it?
Yeah. Want to do some? Okay.
Keep it.
Just don't be frightened, just do it.
Linda runs the shop's art classes.
Try to encourage your girls to come here because it's very good for them. It's good therapy for the women. It's a spiritual thing for a lot of women too, you know. Art is, it sort of puts all the negative stuff out of their mind.
It's a bit heavy. I might do,
You do what you think.
I might do a tree. Can I do a tree?
A tree? Okay, if you want to do a tree.
I've upset the system, I can tell.
Yeah, tree. Don't be afraid to dip it into the ink that you dropped there.
Still in here.
Yeah. Just from here to there. Thin as you can. That's it. That's marvellous. That is marvellous. You can take a bit of the Australian bush home with you now.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, the main thing is I get to take a little bit of the shop home with me. Shop is a marvellous organisation and obviously very important to the community. I'm very impressed. I'm definitely coming back. It's something that's high on my agenda. We've got braised steak and onions tonight. It's one of my favourites and also cheap. The braised steak and onions on toast will do nicely. Should check what's actually in this thing, I suppose. 30% beef, 24% onions. So that's close enough. It's looking okay. Yeah, it's looking fine. I'm sure it'll go down just a treat. Not exactly cordon bleu, but it'll fill the belly. noticed there's a Salvation Army around the corner, so I think we'll head over there and see where it takes us. Good morning. How you going, mate? Good. And you live locally, or?
Yeah, I live down at the Alexandra Hotel.
Okay. Any real characters around here that are...
The Animal.
Who's that?
Animal, King's Cross Biker.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he should be over here for lunch.
Okay.
Yeah,
over here?
Yeah.
Down at the Salvos, the local fete day is underway and Peter is hoping Animal will drop by.
He visits a lot of children in hospital and other sick people.
Yep.
He takes kids on rides on the motorbikes.
And there's no mistaking him when he finally arrives. Animal is the founding member of the King's Cross Bikers Group, a club that helps disadvantaged children in the area.
He's definitely a mentor in the sense of everything he does is just off his own bat. I mean, the guy's on a pension, but every day he's wrapping presents and marking boy, girl, age groups and all that. And he's the most positive person I've ever met. He's riddled with cancer. He rattles when he walks. He takes that many pills.
Yeah, mongrel.
But he's always got a smile on his face. Always got time to help someone out.
So you're doing a fair bit around town by the sound of it?
Oh, I'll do a bit here and there. Yeah, I'll do a bit here and there. You say you're handicapped and you want something. If I can get it for you, I'll get it for you, eh?
While Animal's helping others, he's also doing it tough.
Make sure I keep the Christmas presents up.
Yeah.
So, got a bit of debt, so I've got to pay me debts off, you know.
So you got into debt helping out someone else, or a lot of people?
Oh, a lot of people. Yeah. That's worth it.
After checking out some bargains, Animal's got some work to do, and Peter's going along for the ride. Animal's visiting local businesses collecting toys for disadvantaged kids for Christmas.
He's almost relentless in his charities and the work he does.
What do you got for us today, George?
What do you need?
Oh,
I'll get a basket ready for you.
We'll use anything.
Something good? Yeah, I'll get something together for you, mate. Whether it's just a gift, whether it's just a kid who's going to miss out on a Christmas present, he'll be there. And I'm sure before he even does that, he's thinking of the next way he can help someone else.
Anyone you know wants a Harley seat?
Oh, yeah, I do.
For someone who looks so rough and gruff, he's got a big heart and he helps a lot of people.
Oh, you're a darling. I'll marry you one day.
Sheer commitment is just amazing. He's a guy living on a pension, obviously hasn't been dealt, all the cards in the pack most of us would have liked, but he just keeps giving back.
Next, family man Peter learns about the heart of the community. Peter Bond is one of Australia's richest men.
Great eggs.
But today, he's off to help some of the country's poorest in an area of Redfern known as the Block.
G'day, how are you? Good. Yourself?
How's you been?
Good. Peter.
How you going, Peter?
How you going?
Nice to meet you.
This is it.
The settlement is a drop-in centre, offering help and support to the young members of the local Aboriginal community.
I've heard a lot about you and the settlement from around the community. I've dropped in to find out a bit more about what happens here and if there's any way I could help.
We run 4 main programs. 2 of those are youth.
Right.
One's for youth at risk, and that risk means they're risk of homelessness and dropping out of school early. And the other one is just a youth drop-in service.
Okay.
That'd be the major focus, I think, because that's what these places are for, ultimately.
Absolutely.
Is to create opportunities that kids don't necessarily get at home. And they would never get.
How do you fund it? How does it keep going?
Funding is very hard.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to get on with picking the paper up, maybe putting the books away and tidying the shelf and moving the furniture back. Just a gentle tidy up and then a vacuum, and that should pretty much handle this job. What have we got going on here?
We've got some sandwiches, we've got fruit, you know, a few sort of light snacks for the kids.
What's the youth room all about?
Well, the youth room is for these young mob just to come up here to express some of their art stuff so they can use their brains.
C, hair, eye, face.
They do a lot of great work. Kids have a lot of fun. They're obviously providing a number of roles. There's the drop-in centre role, the activities with the kids, providing a meal, there's homework, support. So there's a lot of stuff they're doing that I need to get my head around. And again, there's a number of personalities there too that I'd like to find out more about. So I'll be definitely coming back.
Now should you expect to see something that you hadn't seen in somebody you know since you were 16 if love...
It's nothing like I thought. Wonderful community. I'm joining the dots on some of the people. Just trying to see where it goes to from here. But I mean, I'm getting a great vibe about it, and I've been to a lot worse places than Redfern. After meeting Marianne at the shop, I was really impressed with her. So I thought it'd be great to drop in and see her at her house and meet her kids and just see where she's at.
Hey.
Hey, g'day, Marianne. I'm fantastic. How are you? Great to see you.
For Peter, a father of 6, trying to find the balance between time with the family and running a multi-million-dollar business is a struggle. He finds Marianne's battle to reunite her family inspiring.
I guess the first thing is where you're at. You mentioned the domestic violence.
Mm-hmm. Basically, just thought, everything was, everything that went wrong was about me and it was my fault. It was something that I just thought, oh no, it'll change. It'll get better. Yeah. I was trying to convince myself that. And the violence and stuff like that ended up becoming pretty big, and I just didn't know really where to turn to.
You've got a great place here, great location. Did the shop help you get there?
Yep. They wrote an amazing supporting letter to say how much I really needed my children back and how much they needed me. I am a strong believer through everything that I've gone through, and to look back at my life and see where I was to where I am now, it's definitely the journey rather than the destination.
She's also fulfilling her passion for music.
I like being within the community and just giving back musically what, just original pieces that I've come across, and just being able to record and release an album coming up soon. It's pretty exciting, and I'm just taking a step at a time.
Yeah, great stuff. Maybe it's time to show us just how good you are.
I'm not that good.
Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. For it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
Thanks, that's fantastic. Thank you for having me. Yeah, you know you've got a wonderful family and things are good, but you've got no idea how good. You've got no idea how blessed you are, or, you know, just how you need to squeeze your kids at night and appreciate what you've got, and how we all need to do just that 1% more. Because you know, that's probably the biggest message. Everyone go do a couple of hours charity work and donate a few bucks, and the world's changed. It's that simple.
Coming up, the decision. Peter's gone to visit Animal at his flat in one of the Redfern area's huge Housing Commission towers.
There's the St. Sydney Award up there, see?
All right.
Animal's been hard at work wrapping presents for disadvantaged children.
There's my Christmas presents there, see? All that one there is I get one of those, one of these, one of those, one of those, and something to do with the hair. That makes a parcel.
Right.
So it's 5 presents in one.
Yeah.
Christmas time comes, I get a lot of the bikers come here, and I throw the soft toys over the balcony and they catch them.
You were born an orphan, and
yeah, mate,
Victoria.
yeah. The orphanages, the boys' home, the welfare department.
Yeah.
Bad in those days, mate, bad.
You're probably getting the best justice of all, because you're the one who's pouring a bit of good into the world and touching the hearts of hundreds of children and people. And
I'd be myself.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Just a knockabout, you know?
Yeah.
Just be myself.
Animal's dream is to buy a trailer for his motorbike and hit the road, visiting all the families he has helped over the years.
That's what I'm after, one of these.
Looks ideal, doesn't it?
I've been carrying that around with me since last year, that. Got to find a rich woman, mate. A rich woman.
Rich woman one, yeah.
That's the rich woman that comes into it, see? She's bloody hard to find, I tell you.
His living arrangements probably reflect who he is. Someone who's basically turned his life over to what he believes in. But what's impressive is, amongst all the accolades, is the fact that he's living his day-to-day passion of commitment to the community. And that's what really, really attracts me.
I've been awake for a while now. You got me feeling like
Obviously, when I first came to Redfern, I was open-minded, but I'm absolutely taken aback by what a tight community it is, how caring they are, how much the people come out for each other, how they've accepted me. I mean, I'm just a blow-in off the street. It doesn't matter who I am or who I'm not, and they don't care. They've genuinely opened their hearts to me, and that's been very moving.
Secret millionaire Peter Bond has now been working undercover as a volunteer in Redfern for 7 days. And time is running out to find those he can help. He's back working at the settlement, a drop-in centre for Aboriginal kids. Donnell was a volunteer at the settlement. His own experiences led him to dedicate his life to child protection.
I grew up in abuse.
Right.
You know, my dad, he was a horrible man. Bashed at my mum.
Right.
So I can relate to some of the children because they have issues as well. My father did a lot of stuff that was very cruel. My family still have a hard time dealing with it.
You have brothers and sisters?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they went through trauma too, especially my older brother. So just those memories just coming flooding back. So just try to relieve the pain from the children, just give them respect. That's what they need.
That's where it starts, isn't it?
And so I relate to the children and, you know, just to be there. So their little world here is actually protected.
Well, mate, I'm just a volunteer off the street, but just walking in and seeing what you've done and what the settlement does, just my 2 bobs worth is, mate. I respect you immensely as well. You know, that's the point I want to make. And you know, thank you, thank you, mate. That's cool.
Yours is the first face that I saw. I think I was blind before I met you.
Hey, Vicky.
Oh, hello, how are you?
Great to see you again.
Yeah, you too.
Really, I'll finish those jobs, but...
All right, thanks. How'd you go?
Yeah, good.
Oh, that's good.
My pleasure. Yeah, I just wanted to probably ask where you see the settlement going in the future.
You can see we operate on limited budgets.
Yep.
So, you know, we hope to improve that aspect as well.
Sure.
And if we manage to improve that, well, you know, obviously a lot of the other things will
Yeah.
be improved as well.
Yep. I'm very touched by it, and of course I look at how blessed I am and where some of these people have come from, and they're giving so much of themselves and can't help but be extraordinarily humbled by it, and a little ashamed I'm not even doing more.
I hope you're keeping well.
It's Peter's last night in Redfern. Tomorrow, he will reveal he's the secret millionaire. Redfern has surprised him.
Treated me extremely well and welcomed me with open arms. And the guy who turns up tomorrow in a suit and a checkbook is no different, of course, except his heart's been opened. His heart's been opened a fair bit more, and his eyes have been opened a fair bit more. That's the summary of the week, I think. Both to what's around him in the world and what's at home.
Next, Peter's generosity astounds. After a long, restless night, secret millionaire Peter Bond is up early, preparing to reveal his true identity.
Feeling very nervous on this last day, very apprehensive. I feel good about the journey. I feel like it's been very worthwhile. It's been a really interesting journey, and in some ways I'm gonna miss aspects of it.
It's his last day in Redfern, and he's about to make a gift to change lives.
I'm very comfortable with the final decisions. Don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a community by the media. Don't judge a person until you've had a chance to look into that person.
Peter's first stop to say a special goodbye to Susan and Marianne at the shop.
No, not in the cleaning mode. I just really wanted to thank you for the time you gave me and showed me around. It gave me a great idea of what the shop achieves, women and girls, and that's fantastic. I haven't been totally upfront with you. I'm not quite the guy off the street. I'm actually a very blessed and fortunate businessman who's a multi-millionaire, and
No.
yeah, yeah. As part of your vision for the shop and the people you help, I'd like to assist in that, in giving the shop $100,000. You're shaking.
Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. But thank you so much. That's just incredible, and it's such a shock.
Look, honestly, you guys are the heroes. I'm just honoured that I can even be just a part of it. And please take it.
Thank you.
Take it that way.
So generous and so lovely, and it's just going to make such a difference to us.
That's the idea.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Marianne, your story and your courage has touched me as well. I urge you to follow your dream and just every day to take a step towards whatever that is. That's the secret to anything, pretty much. Know what you want and just take a step every day towards it and believe in yourself that you'll get there, and you will get there. I'd like to help with $10,000.
Stop. I know you weren't expecting it, and you did it all out of love for the shop. But you know,
it's my pleasure.
It's so nice.
Meant to be a happy ending.
We won't have to work here on our own. We can have extra days for all the staff. It's just incredible, absolutely incredible. It's just so much money.
Being a single mum, it's like, you have to sacrifice certain things. So this money is just massive. It means a lot to me and my family, and I think I'm still trying to wake up from it all. It's just not real.
Morning, animal.
$100 prize.
How are you, mate?
Oh, here you go, mate. All right.
Yeah, good.
I didn't realise I thought you were a copper or something. Look at you. Bloody dressed up like a dog's dinner.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
You want to park your carcass or what, mate?
Yeah, I do, mate. I don't know whether I'm a undertaker. I don't know whether I'm going to church or court.
Undertakers and I know coppers, mate. But,
There you going, Peter.
Wilco.
How are you, Wilco? Yeah, good to meet you. Listen, mate, I wanted to drop in and say thank you for letting me hang out with you the last few days. You can't but be around you and feel the passion and your energy in helping others is contagious. You are inspirational life hasn't dealt you sometimes the greatest of cards, but you've always risen above it. I know you probably don't want to hear that, but I'd like to say it. But I need to say one more thing.
What's that?
I haven't told you everything about me. I'm a very blessed and fortunate man. I also happen to be a multi-millionaire, which allows me to help you out a bit. And that first thing is, mate, I'd like to help out the club. This is $25,000 to the King's Cross Bikers, just to get on with the good work you've been doing. Take that.
Oh, mate.
Jesus,
Peter. That'll help the boys out, won't it?
Thanks,
That's outstanding.
Yes, mate. Mate, I've got one more thing. Right? This is for you.
Oh, stunning the bloody crows.
You're someone I'm
stunned like a stunned mullet.
And, mate, that's just purely because, as far as I'm concerned, good blokes deserve good things, and that's the bottom line.
Oh, thanks a lot, mate. If you're a woman, I'd kiss you, but I'm not going to kiss you.
No. That's all right.
I'll give an animal hug, all right?
Yeah, an animal hugs. That's what we're looking for, mate. Hang on. Look, I did find something on the way. So as you can just get yourself sorted out and get going.
Jesus, eh?
It's been an absolute privilege and honour being around you. It really has.
Cool. Oh, Peter, mate. Give me a bloody hug, will you? He got me. Very few can get past me, you know.
He's a great guy that just needed, well, a pat on the back. And as I said, good things happen to good people.
Peter's got one final visit to make, to see his friends at the settlement drop-in centre for disadvantaged kids.
Good afternoon, guys. Gee, that smells good. Yeah, looks like it. Doesn't look like I've either been to a funeral or a wedding or something. I just wanted to drop in and say thanks for the experience and showing me around and sharing your stories.
Oh, we've enjoyed your company here, actually. We really have.
Obviously the impact you have on the kids and the good work you're doing here, it's very inspirational. And as I said, your own stories are very important, and it's just been a real privilege. And I get a sense of how important the settlement is and how important you guys are to it. I haven't been quite upfront with you. I am Peter. I am from Brisbane. I am a volunteer. I am, in fact, a very blessed and fortunate person that happens to be a multi-millionaire. And
Are you kidding?
no, I am. And I'm just blown away by who you guys are. You're just wonderful, wonderful human beings. And I'd like to give you $100,000 to keep it going.
Oh, sorry.
And it's from my heart to you guys. You're very special, and you've touched my heart.
Are you for real or what?
I'm for real.
I don't know. That's amazing.
This is us. This is now. This is real. This is dead set for you.
Really?
That's yours.
That's mad.
That's yours.
So we get to do whatever we want for our kids.
This is for your kids to fix whatever you want, do whatever you want. This is for you, for the settlement.
That's mad, eh? Oh, thanks.
Oh, thank you, Vicky. It's been an absolute honour. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
See?
Well, look, what can we say? That's just beautiful.
Well, I'd like to come back and help where I can, and obviously...
Oh, look, you're welcome. And it's not because of that. People are just welcome here.
Yeah.
Anybody.
You know, anybody.
Yeah, I know.
Just lost for words.
Yeah.
First
It's
time,
unusual
isn't it?
for you.
I was talking to a child, now I don't know what to say.
I just think it's absolutely amazing. It's blowing me away, actually. And I'm thinking, what have I got, God sitting on my shoulders or something at the moment? Yeah, I honestly feel like that. It's amazing.
If I was to sum up this week, it would be I've gotten a lot more out of this than I gave away. And I'm going to carry that for the rest of my life.